So I heard some allegations being made about Mike being gay. I want to elaborate on that and set the record straight. Well, literally. And also share a little story with you guys. Check out this video. Okay, so this is again back in the 90s, of course. It was back in Marina del Rey where Mike had a condominium. Actually, he had a condominium in Playa del Rey, and I was living in Marina del Rey at the time. This was after I moved out of his place, and Mike always seemed to be alone. I never really seen him much with any girls or chasing any women in the gym and all that. He was all business. It was really about him, training his clients, being very professional about that. And Gold's Gym was a place that it turns your head. There's a lot of people walking around, a lot of good-looking women out there, dressed to almost nothing, great bodies, of course, as you can all imagine. But Mike never really made any attempt to look at any of that. It was all about 100% hardcore, high intensity, heavy duty training. He was very committed to his clients, including me, and that's a tough one. He was still in a very good age. He was only in his late 40s. That's a prime, man. I can feel that. I know that is, but no, Mike was very unique in that sense when it came to women. So here's something that I want to share with you guys, a little story. So I had a friend of mine. She was a client of mine, but she was, let's put it this way, she was an entertainer. She was working in the entertainment field, whatever you want to call it. And beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Top 10, 10 plus, right? So she was a client of mine, and I noticed that Mike was, like I said, he was always alone, and I wanted to kind of find him somebody, and just someone to entertain him, so to speak, right? If you know what I'm talking about. Now, I approached him and said, Mike, I got this girl, she's absolutely gorgeous, and oh, really? He got excited about that, of course, and it's like, yeah, I want you to meet her. Well, yeah, please. That'd be great. Maybe you guys get, click, whatever. Who knows what happens, right? And a couple of times, it took me a few times till he actually said, well, bring her over the house then. We'll come together, get together on a Sunday or a Saturday, and bring her over, and I want to meet her. I'm like, that's kind of strange, bring her over the house. But, she trusted me, and of course, and Mike trusted me with my taste, so to speak. That was before we had, all the cell phones and pics, and you can share shit, whatever it is. It's all saying, hey, I got a hot chick, let's go, meet her, whatever. Anyways, but well, when I brought her in, he started talking to her, and he was right away, he gave me that look of like, wow, she's absolutely stunning, right? And I kind of left. I was left him with her. Came back later on, and they were just sitting with her at the couch talking. Like, I'm like, okay. Not that I expected anything further than that, but there was just a lot of distance still going on with them, and I felt like there was no connection. It looked like there was no connection, and she went home. I took her home, and she she really liked him, and that was about as far as I remember what she would say about him. But she would say things like, he's very intelligent and he's using all these big words you wouldn't understand and that sort of thing. I'm like, oh shit, of course not. No, she's not exactly the brightest light bulb. But it's like I tried, I guess. Well, Mike came up to me the next day, and he said to me, "Oh, she's a wonderful girl. She's beautiful. She's great, but she's not at the level that I need to have a woman in order for me to actually give her the true unconditional or conditional in his case love and share these values of love. Then it has to be someone he connects with his mind, his brain, and everything else, and then only then he is willing to be with someone. And that really, at that point, when, for me, that was all new. It was, now I understand what he's talking about. But back then, I was like, what the hell? Come on, bro, she's hot, that sort of thing. But, later on in life, you realize that that's not all there is about, it's not all that matters. But Mike was even further than that. He really, really broke it down to me. And he really broke it down to the point where I understood that he has to match someone in his own philosophies with the core of his philosophy and his belief system for him to fall in love with someone. And that wasn't right off the back. There was no way he could have with her. Not that she was dumb, but she was just not a complete mystic. And he said, I cannot be with a mystic, mystical person. He believed in reality, reason, objectivism, and it was difficult for him to find someone. I think it really was. And he was so involved with his work that there was not much time to really go out there and meet someone around. Now, that was a very unique thing to happen, I think. And then there's another thing that I remember is that he used to pick me up at the gym, and we had well, he offered me to pick me up in the gym with his car, which is quite a quite an eyesore, like the Griswold car from what you call it, the family vacation movies with Chevy Chase with the wood panels, that sort of car. And he picked me up in that car, and I was embarrassed, but he drove me back to his Playa del Rey condo, which is beautiful, by the way. It was amazing. And the first time I was there, I remember he parked the car downstairs in the garage, and there was a white Jaguar, all white on white, like beautiful, brand new car. And I said, whose car is that? Like, some rich people living here, apparently. Wow, And he's like, no, Marcus, that is my car. I bought this car just in case I'll meet the wonderful woman that will match me with intelligence and beauty and all the other stuff, And then I will take her out to a nice romantic dinner in this car, not my shit-ass car, because I don't need a big car to go to Gold's Gym because I'm a big shot without a big car. I'm like, fuck. You made your point. Okay, so that's the story. Now, on the other side of it, I heard some allegations being made about him being gay or whatever, and I can honestly tell you that Mike was not gay. I can guarantee you he was not gay. And even if he would have been, who gives a fuck? What's the point? Who gives a fuck whether he's gay or not? He wasn't gay, and that's my point. He wasn't gay. I was around him long enough to understand that. And it's, of course, some asshole out there trying to talk shit because he wants to get his YouTube numbers up or whatever it is. I just heard these allegations. I looked it up for a second, but no, it's all bullshit. And that's what it is. Bullshit. All right? So I hope that kind of like made it clear. And you guys, I enjoyed this video. A little story on the Mentzer side. A little, I think it's a very wonderful, romantic, old-fashioned, and intelligent way to look at love and relationship. And I think that Mike had all that, and he just couldn't find someone really that it was matching up. And I think that's what this is about. It's finding that ultimate soulmate. Enough love talk. And the only thing that's gay about this whole thing is my fucking shirt. Have a good night. Hit the like and subscribe. Goodbye, guys. Thank you very much. I did change my shirt to a non-gay version. Make this clear. I do not want to offend anyone out there. Okay? Got nothing against gay people. I just want to paint a picture of what Mike was really like, and that's about it. Have a wonderful night.